5 1/2 days, which I never played.
I'm starting
'Cause it's-
streaming. Be aware.
It's funny. It's funny too because we're just talking Kingdom Hearts. I have the
I know.
cartridge for Chain of Memories, and I've played a little. I played it a little bit, but I play it and I go, I have no idea what's going on. And this is the sequel to Kingdom Hearts 1. So
They love to reiterate themselves, and I think that's the most frustrating thing. It's like, we've been here. Yes, we've met Aladdin. Yes, we met Jafar, and it's like, why are we acting like we? It's the same problem I have with the Persona side games on the 3DS. It's supposed to be this big thing where you combine Persona 3, Persona 4, and the second game's Persona 3, Persona 4, and Persona 5. But it's a lot of fluff. It's a lot of talking. It's a lot of what ifs. But it doesn't mean anything because at the end of the day, it's not a mainline series, so the stakes are never there.
But that's the thing about Kingdom Hearts, though. All the games actually matter to the story
in super weird ways. Like,
yeah,
there's one called Recoded, which essentially is a recap of all of the other games in this framework of Sora's memories being digitized, and you're going in there and there's slight details, and it's like, okay, cool, and but Sephiroth is and this, and it's like you get like a small snippet, but it's like the meat is just so fluffy. It's like cotton candy in between decent chunks of meat. Yep, I saw your face. I'm like, I'm gonna see how long I can go before I get a reaction.
Wait, what?
I was watching Sean's face. I'm like, cotton candy meat, and I just see him going.
I was picturing a piece of steak with cotton candy layers, and I was like, that's weird.
Why? It's like bright blue or bright pink cotton candy.
It was pink.
I went with pink too. I guess it's our default color for cotton candy.
With like a medium rare, really nice looking steak. Because I'm on Steak Talk. And I get that in my feed.
I haven't had a good steak in a while. I go and get barbecue, but it's always like pulled pork or something like that.
There's nowhere to get barbecue in fucking Kennesaw, Woodstock that's any good.
No, there's not, dude.
I could go for a good brisket. I went to a barbecue place and all they had was pork and chicken. I'm like, can I get like just a day smoked brisket with a little bit of the barbecue sauce?
Wait, dude. Go to JD's.
JD's is not that good.
You didn't like JD's?
I didn't like JD's.
So if you don't like JD's...
I will, if I want barbecue, I will go all the way to Jim and Nick's in Ackworth.
That's a really good one. That is a really good one. Give,
What about Williamson's Brothers?
Nope, burn it down.
No, check out, so there is, I forget the name of it. It is on Sandy Plains all the way out to Piedmont. Or you'll go down Piedmont to Sandy Plains, and it's behind a Chick-fil-A right there, right next to Sprayberry. And then try the place that's right next to me. I don't know if you'll like it or not, but it's worth a shot.
You got to give me a name.
It's called Lockdown Barbecue.
I haven't had them.
It's in the parking lot of the Big Lots on Canton Road.
Have you ever actually been over there, Scott?
To where?
The place you're talking about right now?
Yeah, I had it for dinner on Friday.
Are they really good?
I like it a lot. I keep going back. They're a little pricey though.
I remember when they first opened, it kind of looked like they had just like taken an abandoned building and like set up shop.
How long ago was that?
That's a good barbecue place when they set up shop in an abandoned shack.
It used to be a flower boutique.
Yeah, but when they first got it off the ground, it was kind of sketchy looking. I kept looking at it thinking like, I'm not sure about that.
Do you remember just about how long ago that was? I'm trying to remember and I cannot.
5 years ago at least.
Okay.
At least 5.
There was a bar, like a place where you could go for lunch, and there'd be food trucks that rotate each day. It was a brewery, and I remember I only saw the food truck once, but it was a father-son barbecue van or a truck. Nicest dude that ran it, and the best barbecue I had in years. And like I would always hope to see him again, but they were never on schedule, so it was like a one-time thing. And I'm like, because they had like super good like beans and coleslaw, and their meat was just so well cooked for even a food truck, and the prices was reasonable. And it was like it was great because the day that they were stationed there was a vegan like curry truck or whatever, and I'm like, curry truck, barbecue. And it's Boulder, so everybody's going for the curry. I'm like, I want a brisket.
Right on. Perry's pulled pork butts. Remember Perry's?
Perry's?
Yeah, it was over off of Ellis Ferry.
I
Or
don't.
Daltona.
I
That was
don't.
a hole in the wall shack place, but we used to eat over there all the time. They had this crazy thing where you could get like this giant like ice cream pail of barbecue. You know those like those
Yeah.
ice cream jugs? You could get one
Yeah.
of those with like a gallon jug of sauce, and it was like dirt cheap.
I just ate. That sounds really good.
Yeah. Anyway,
Jones barbecue and foot massage.
I love that.
barbecue and gasoline.
It's like that time you went into that sandwich shop that was connected to the gas station. And you were just like, "What is this shit?"
Me?
Yeah, it was when you were helping me move.
Oh yeah. Oh, are you talking about like the gas station that was like super shady gas station? Yeah, I remember that. And it's like the guy behind the register is like, "Oh, okay, hold on," and he like walks around over to like the very grimy looking stand to make the sandwiches. Is that what I'm remembering?
Yeah.
I've seen some pretty shady stuff with those places, like the connected ones. It's like the guy's like got his hands covered in like grease and he like wipes them off. It's like, all right, what do you want? Let me make you some food here.
What about that that Mexican place that's connected to the gas station at Main Street and 92?
That used to be a Cuban restaurant too.
It might be a Cuban place. It's whatever's connected to the gas station.
It at one point was a Cuban place. It is now a Mexican restaurant. I know where you're talking about. It's across the street from the Burger King, right?
And it's so fucking good, but it's so sketchy looking.
Yeah, it is.
Have a little bit of diarrhea on the side.
We call those the meat sweats.
Montezuma's revenge in America.
Meat sweats out the back door.
Imported diarrhea.
All right.
I don't know. Go ahead.
Let's do last time on Dragon Ball Z before we get too deep into diarrhea.
What do you want?
We started trying to figure out a plan to avoid the war between the elves and the gnomes. And then we realized we couldn't really map where everything landed, so you made a map.
We made a map. Jeff, look at the map.
Is this the right
map?
map? I think this is not the right one. Hold on.
No, that's the right one.
It doesn't have this.
Kingdom of Strom?
Oh, yeah, you've definitely got the wrong one loaded.
Load. Machine. Okay, this one?
Aha. There you go.
Where are you posting this to?
It's in Discord.
Yeah, watch the stream on Discord. So yeah, turn the layer for states off.
Oh, I see it.
Oh, okay. Oh, it was markers, not states.
So if we go left to right, oh no, never mind. We got the known port town right there.
Mm-hmm. Is there any reason why your browser's only showing in 4x3?
It's because I'm trying to stream it. Hold on.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
I got you.
There.
I got you.
A
Okay.
little better. Well, that's just bullshit anyway. Hold on.
That is.
Boop. Refresh. Fucking A.
Is that it? That's beautiful.
The Republic of Euthanasia, right there.
Okay.
Is that another map that you've made, Sean?
No, it auto generates maps.
Oh, okay. Is that for your other campaign? Your other campaign?
My other. Was it markers? Yeah, there we go.
This was handcrafted by us, the viewers like you. Thank you.
Your continuing support. of your pets neutered.
So, what we've done is we've identified a bunch of important areas that the party has been involved in, and I don't think we've named what the world is, so I'm going to continue to call it Dungeon World until someone does something with that.
It's a world out of time.
It is. So we have the Kingdom of Strom, which is where Chris's brother was killed.
Yes.
And then we have the Amarok Tribelands, which is where the elves live. Where the Tundra elves live specifically.
Yes.
Then we have Oakton, which is the Witch Queen's empire, which is very fucking big now that I'm looking at it.
Pretty big.
And you could see actually going back to the Amarok Tribelands, some of it is in the Kingdom of Strom. So there's some tension there, possibly.
Yep. Well, no, the Kingdom of Strom started invading the Tribelands because they thought
they expanded their borders over, right? Is that what we decided on?
Then we have the Gnome Kingdom, which kind of touches the Twin Tentacles cult. I don't know if the cult has like this very small piece of land. I don't know if it's because they're not big enough to expand, or they're like.
I mean, as far as we know, that's just where they're based. Hell, who knows? They could be the Orange could be them as well.
And we have the Council of Wizards, which is, as far as y'all know, just an airport.
Mm-hmm.
That we're aware of, at least.
There's also Margaritaville, which is where the beach elves are from. I think that might be renamed if Brett joins us next week.
Yeah.
And then the gnomes also have a port town and a frontier area.
Kind of sounds like we're talking about the map to Disney World. The gnomes have their own section of the park.
And then
Gnome World.
There was a very important question for you, Jeff, about the dwarves and where they're from.
Zork.
Right.
All dwarves are from Zork.
Is Zork in Dungeon World? Or is it an in-between? Actually, I don't want to say anything. Where is Zork? Is it on this map? Is it not?
Yeah. You're looking right at it. It's the Underdark.
Super helpful.
I mean, it's basically the Underdark.
Okay, so Zork is underneath everything.
Yeah, think of it as like octopus tendrils. So like the center of the planet is like the brain of the world. There's little giant tunnels coming out all over the place. Everywhere that one of those tunnels reaches the surface, that is a entryway to the great underground.
So that's interesting, because that means that you could go through Zork to get to Earth. Right?
I mean, the center of the planet could be highly magical. I don't know. Nobody's ever been down that far.
Because, well, we know that you can get to Zork through the mall.
Yeah, it's entirely possible. Think of it like think of it as like the great arch trees from Dark Souls. Let's go with that.
Okay,
Those arch trees go through time and space to all sorts of different realities. Let's just go with that.
Is that common knowledge?
I would think the Council of Wizards would probably be aware of it, but everybody else, maybe.
So the Council of Wizards, the dwarves are obviously aware, because they're running their slave trade through it.
Right.
So that's interesting, because that's a way for Melvin to get home if he wants to, and he doesn't know about it.
Maybe that's even how we got here.
You were dragged through a portal, through another portal, body swapped.
Yeah, maybe they like drugged the OG party and just like there's a big hole and they're like, let's toss them in. Come on, guys.
See what happens.
They just
Feed
rolled
them
off
into
the
the hole.
Feed the hole.
You gotta pay the troll toll to get inside of this hole.
I love that. Thank you, Danny DeVito.
So knowing where Zork is and knowing that it's everywhere is helpful. But it also means we
Glad I
don't
can
need to
help.
make any changes to the map, which is nice.
Glad I can help.
Can we add like an underground continent and then map Zork?
We can't. I don't want to. Like, I guess we could add a layer, and then we remove the top layer, and there's Zork, and it's a giant like web.
I'll make it easy for you.
You've already made it easy. It's under the map. I don't have to map it.
I'll make it even easier for you.
Okay.
Just a second. I'll find you a good map of Zork.
Oh Jesus.
You're gonna love it.
I wonder how many entrances into Zork there are from Dungeon
Something
World.
like that. Similar.
Okay. Okay.
Is that a mitochondria, the powerhouse of the cell?
No, it is a neuron.
Huh.
Building blocks of your brain.
So the dendrites are all of the entrances, perhaps.
Right, and then the lower part that goes off to like the outer planes maybe.
It's an entrance to some. It goes somewhere else. We don't know. I don't know what the outer planes mean yet, and that we haven't had a chance to introduce them in fiction. So I'm hesitant to use
the
those
Axion
words
terminals. Yeah, God lives down at the lowest branch.
yet. Is that where Jesus was born?
Yeah, Jesus was spawned in that lower branch down there at the very bottom of that image.
You say spawned. That's an interesting way to talk about the birth of Jesus.
I mean,
He was spawned from an ore by the dwarven hammer.
it's like Jesus ripped out a rib or something, right? Or God did. Didn't he pull out like
And
his
then he
own
just
rib?
chunked it through a portal and said, "Go forth, Jesus."
He like pulled the rib out, spit on it, rubbed it a couple times, threw it on the ground, and boom, Jesus.
I think that was Adam and Eve or the
Alex said,
kinkiest
"Boom, Jesus."
porno.
And then the dwarves were spawned by him, like biting his nails and spitting them out.
Yeah, all the lesser races were spawned as he was chewing his nails, idly thinking about his next universe. He was like, every time he spat, here's a new race.
Call me a dirty boy. Nope.
I've gone a step further. I'm now picturing fingernail clippings, but also peanut shells, because he's definitely a guy at a bar eating peanuts and just like spitting them out and spawning races.
Yeah, I can see that. Have you ever seen? There's this series of short films called it's like from Oats Studio. Ever heard of that? I
No.
posted one of them on Discord the other day.
Oh, yeah, I still need to watch that.
Yeah, I think that one's really funny. But there's another one that's called God, and God is like this wizened old man in like this really fancy like mansion room, and he's sitting over this giant like diorama, which is Earth, and he can just like look wherever he wants. And he's got a butler named Joffrey. He's like, Joffrey, do you see that building down there? I'd like you to catch it on fire. And he's like, okay. He's like, I want to see what those little buggers do this time. And then they're like screaming. He's like, Joffrey, bring the sucky thing. The tornado. He's like, yes, that's right. I love that one. And it starts immediately over the building. He's like, sir, those are not common in the city. And he's like, just do it, Joffrey. And he's in there laughing. It's so funny. There's like 3 different ones of that, but that's what I'm thinking right now.
There's a great show called Miracle Workers, which has Daniel Radcliffe and Steve Buscemi in it. And Steve Buscemi is God, who's just kind of aloof and isn't running the world very well. And you learn more about him as time goes on. But it's like pretty good show. Daniel Radcliffe's great in it.
Oh.
But each season's a different like story and time period kind of thing. There's a clip going around of Daniel Radcliffe doing a sexy dance in like a Western
I've seen
saloon.
that.
Yeah,
I have seen that.
that is the origin of.
It's funny that was clickbait that I actually clicked on. It was like Daniel Radcliffe strips in cowboy chaps. I was like,
You'll be coming round the mountain
Hmm.
when you come.
Jeff, I just
I
posted
better click
something.
that.
Have you seen God and Angel?
Mm-mm.
It's pretty funny. It's a bunch of short clips about God and an angel making all the things on Earth, and half the time God is like stoned, and the angel is just like, I don't know what to do here. Why don't you like my work? It's funny, but it's in Discord.
Funny.
All right, so we don't need to do this map anymore. I can stop this weird stream thing where I'm streaming Roll20, or I mean that.
I like the map though. It looks great.
Mm.
Back to what you were originally showing.
Thank you. We all worked on it together.
Hand drawn. No other tools needed.
Nope, didn't need them.
We named every city, every river. There's even dungeons.
Yeah, they've actually been completely plotted out too.
Sexy. I would have participated, but I was butchering possums. You know how it
Bludgeoning
is.
them to death. Yep, I get it.
Everybody has to have a fun day in their life.
Yeah, you know.
A fun possum murdering day.
Yeah. Actually, I didn't even end up getting the problem taken care of. I simply got the traps over there, and then the it's Uncle Randy. It's Amanda's
Uncle Randy.
Yeah, he's Uncle Randy. He just keeps texting me over and over again. I keep hearing those possums. Shake my head. Like he sends like SMH over and over, and I'm like, did you use the traps? He's like, no, I've been working. It's like, it takes like 5 minutes to set up a trap. It's like, yeah, sorry, I've been busy. It's like, all right, I'll come over there tonight and set them up. So that's what I did right before I started playing here. I went over and set the trap up because, I mean, the man installs carpet for a living. It's not like he's not used to working with his hands, but he acts like he's totally helpless when it comes to possums. It's like, okay.
That's impossible.
I don't know. What if there's a nest up in there? What if there's a nest?
Then you get a shovel and you take care of it.
You catch the house on fire. You burn it down. Duh.
Jeez, Uncle Randy.
Fucking Randy. He's not even anybody's uncle. He's just Randy. Just a guy who showed up one day and became part of the family.
Drinking cold beverages after dental work is... Whew. Hurts.
So last we left the party, we dealt with a small sideshow at the brother of the musician store owners.
Oh fuck, that's right.
Young Timmy survived.
I did a cool flip into a window, followed by Chris's character throwing my mule through a window, crushing a child, and then jumping in with it.
Good times.
Do we need to finish the child off?
Child has been healed.
Mm.
Fixed.
Mm.
Yeah, we found out it was the child of the father who we scorned.
Why don't we just finish the job?
I mean, you could have killed the whole family. But Mr. Gnome killing Krampus Man wasn't there to instigate mass
That's true.
gnome murder.
That's true.
He got warped to another dimension.
I got told to... God, fuck. What did I get told to do?
I think you need to go talk to King Geldar and see why
That's
he
right.
hasn't
Yeah,
done something.
That's right. Yeah, why he hasn't held up his end of the bargain, basically.
And I think y'all are...
Forgot what that bargain was.
It's in the last video. It's fine.
Okay.
This is why I record things, so I don't have to remember things. So I think y'all are like y'all were trying to get somewhere in the city at night. Like you were trying to go to Uptown. I don't remember why.
Krampus needs him some children.
That is not why. You were going to Uptown for a reason.
Krampus is going to steal all the naughty children.
We were going to try to talk to the embassy to stop the war, right? No, that doesn't sound right.
Did you need
Should this?
Did you need a necromancer?
I missed the session, so I can't remember what exactly we were.
Y'all
It's been
just-
two
you
sessions. Sorry, it's
decided
been.
last session what you were going to do there.
I must have been a few deep. Because I don't remember anything.
Let me get my book. I'm about to inflict some plot on you.
Sure.
I need
I'll
some
deal
plot
with
right now.
I'll deal with it my Krampus way.
So since no one can remember why you're doing what you're doing, plot happens, and you hear what appears to be you're on like a street in Uptown. You just dealt with the Timmy and his family, and now you're in the street again, making your way to wherever it is you're going, and you hear the sound of it's like static. It's like low level static in your ears, and as it gets louder, you determine that it's the chatter of a crowd, but it's not like in the distance. It got louder all around you. And seemingly out of nowhere, a tall man in golden armor jumps off a roof. He stands very tall with a spear, and the crowd you hear around you, suddenly there's applause and cheering. And he says, "Cowards! If you run away from the arena, we will bring the fight to you. I will not be dishonored in this way."
Can my character I look around and I kind of slowly raise her hand and kind of do the. Is he talking to us?
Krampus immediately holds his hand out at his side and summons a divine weapon.
Go ahead and roll that dice.
Gotta roll that dice. I thought it was in the game. Let's
Gotta
get it.
roll that.
I will not be dishonored in such a way. We will meet in combat, or you will bow out gracefully.
I yawned. In real life and in
I did too,
in-game.
actually. That's funny.
As you say that, he sees it, and you could see the holes of his eyes on the armor. You could see them crackle with electricity.
He's enraged.
Apparently, I did not insert this specific one into, let's see, docs.
That bad boy's enraged.
We have divine weapon. How did we want to? What stat did we want to tie divine weapon to? I forgot what we said.
It's what are you?
Faith.
It's not charisma. It's probably
Faith.
it's probably it was wisdom.
Wisdom. Okay. Fix that real quick. Okay. Let's roll that bad boy.
I can't wait for it to be bad.
Oh, it's gonna be awful.
Oh, I need to get into roll 20. Shit.
That is awful. Go ahead and mark XP.
Oof.
Instead of the sword appearing in your hand, it just catches on fire.
It's a Twinkie.
Oh yes, it's like it's a slinky appears in his hand. Oh, that's funny.
You hold out your hand.
Because I didn't get my divine weapon last time because I rolled poorly, and I rolled poorly again.
And as you summon forth the Christmas spirit, something sticky ends up in your hand. It's a candy cane.
It's already been licked.
It's already been licked.
Is it a regular size candy cane or is it a large candy
It's
cane?
a large candy cane. It's literally
gonna-
a candy cane.
I'm gonna start like working my tongue on the end of it and be like, hey, give me a second. Let me sharpen it up a little bit.
And that's not the bad thing that happens. The bad thing that happens is you hear a massive crunch behind you, and you feel the swipe of a massive weapon swing at you from the side
Okay.
and knock you into the wall. Go ahead
boy.
and take 3 damage.
Ow.
I have 1 damage since I have 2 armor.
Excellent. And once you crater into the wall and get a look at this man, the person that hit you is massive, covered in golden armor, big fat looking guy. And if you'll look in Discord, you can see who you see.
I see a horseshoe sandwich. Oh, I'm in the wrong Discord.
Oh.
Of course. Of course.
Oh.
Of course, of course.
Oh, is that the first boss from? What is it?
Before
It'll
you-
come to you. No.
This is
Close.
Snorlax and Pikachu.
It's what's the name? Ornstein and
Ornstein and
Smaugh.
Smaugh.
Yeah, it's Smaug from Dark
Ornstein,
Souls.
yeah. The infamous dynamic duo.
In the Time War. Because why
That's
not?
good. Hey,
Basi-
I did mention arch trees.
Yeah.
They are here for the tournament, obviously. They represent someone. And since you didn't show up for your match because you didn't know when it was and you never went and found out,
That's fair.
they came
It's too
looking for
busy.
you.
I'm gonna try to summon my weapon again.
That's a good idea.
So is this the next? Is the next series of people that were fighting in the Battle of the Bands?
God damn it.
Go ahead and mark XP again.
Wow,
No,
four
this
again.
is... You had your Battle of the Bands in the inn, and it was recorded and broadcast. And now you're having your Battle of the Bands battle in Uptown.
Ooh, fancy.
Because
So this is still in the same series though, right? A Battle of the Bands.
yes,
Okay.
you could assess that much from the way the Lancer Ornstein is talking. And he says, "Calm, brother." And then you try to summon your divine weapon. And he swings his mallet again at you,
Oof.
putting you deeper into the wall. Go ahead and take 3 more damage as you are pushed through the wall and out a window on the other side. You are a street over now.
Oh no, that's not good.
And Brova and Brody are on their own.
I'm gonna use my. Yes, hello, Brody here, new member of the party. This is totally my fault. After Loose Leaf was horribly killed, they had to find a replacement to stay in the tournament, or else we would be disqualified. And so they had to come find me, Brody O'Connor, Master Ranger, and my trusty steed Mjolnir. And I try to put on the charm with my beautiful, handsome anime protagonist face.
Chiseled jaw, thick golden locks.
Sort of to your side, a little ways away, near the crater hole, you hear Smaugh grunt, and Ornstein in front of you says, "Excellent, we shall partake in honorable combat. Bring your
Yes,
weapon
and-
to hither, mighty ranger."
And then I pull it. What is a?
Do you pull out your spear?
I'm gonna try to. Would it be no? Would it just be a charisma check to kind of like do an act of showmanship by kind of like going, indeed, like try to strike.
What are you
a pose?
trying to do? What are you trying to do with this bit of showmanship? If you just want to roll dice, I'm fine with that.
Well, I'm trying to like intimidate and build the crowd up to kind of like favor us instead of them. You know?
Okay, you're angling for the crowd. This is excellent. I love this.
Yeah, because the crowd is turned on us, and I'm like, no, this isn't fair. We just were walking.
You were just walking. Are you using your spear?
Mm-hmm.
Where is your spear? I thought we broke it.
Shit. I'm gonna take out my bow, and then I'm gonna do some cool
You're gonna
like
twirl your. An archer. Excellent.
hold it like a batleth and just.
You will not fare well in close combat, mighty bowman. Roll your whatever you're doing. Roll your charisma check to do your acrobatics. Acrobatics.
God damn it. Acro fee 5 fo batics.
Tell me what you do, so I can tell you why the crowd is met on it.
So I try to go for the spear, and the spear's not there. So I take out a couple of arrows, and I try to do like, like in the 2000s, there was always that one douchey hippie guy that had like the two sticks, and he would do like the like stick juggling. Because Melvin was that kind of dude.
You're doing it with arrows and your bow in the middle.
No, he realizes it, and he's gonna just he puts out the bow first. He kind of does like a hoo, and he sees that it's not working, so he takes out the arrows and starts trying to double stick.
Good way to save the act.
You can hear the crowd laugh, but Ornstein, he says, "You clearly are skilled with something.
Thank you.
Now die in honorable combat."
Like now?
And he's charging at you with his spear. And you can see lightning arching off the end of it.
Oh, he's not surprised.
He's armored head to toe also.
Is Brovo around?
He is. The three of y'all are... Brova and Brody are together. Krampus is on 2nd Street. Sorry, he's on Gnome Lane. Because all the streets are named after Gnome. Gnome Street, Gnome Lane, Gnome Hills.
Yeah.
I'm going to attack back as he's charging at me, and I'm going to use command to see if Mjolnir will actually fight by my side.
When you work with your animal companion on something it's trained on, and you attack the same target, add its ferocity to your damage. Okay, so you're gonna attack with Mjolnir. So you're gonna how does that look? How do you and Mjolnir fight in tandem together?
He's gonna interfere. He's gonna be my tank while I DPS. So he's gonna intercept and kind of try to body him while I volley.
Excellent. That's a hit.
And then, is it ferocity to your damage? Nice, so I get a +1 to my damage. 5 damage.
Jeez.
Oh, do I have... I don't have that... No, I picked Called Shot instead. Damn it. I should have been... There's an ability you can take where I can use multiple arrows to just riddle them. Like, I can just take ammo and just multi-shot him, but I didn't take it.
So when I see volley, I don't think of it as you fire one arrow and it does 5 damage. To me, it looks like you fire multiple arrows and you land a bunch of hits and it equals 5 damage. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Is that like... Fictionally, that sounds better than you plink something in his armor. So as you fire off all your arrows, a couple of them hit marks. You're a trained archer. You know this. You see, like, you know the weak points in armor typically, and you land a couple, but some of them plink off the armor completely, so you only do 3 damage.
Damn it.
Plink.
And he is stopped by Mjolnir, who is playing tank for you. So as you run in, or as he runs in, Ornstein takes his javelin spear thing and racks it up into the air, putting Mjolnir up on like a pike and shocking him for 3 damage.
You son of a bitch.
It's not very nice.
Technically, Mjolnir's unaffected by lightning because he's named after the hammer that the God of Thunder uses.
Is that functionally accurate?
No, it's a fucking joke.
I need to know these things sometimes. If he's got magical lightning powers, that's important.
No, I was yeah. Sorry, that was a joke on metagaming, and I apologize. That was not cool.
It would be really fucking cool if he had lightning powers.
I know.
Sean would have been on board if you'd gone with it.
I mean, all you would have had to say was, "Yeah, that sounds right," and I've been like, "All right, here we go." Brova, you just saw Mjolnir get Ornsteined.
What do I do? Brova's just standing there like...
That's a good question.
So, I guess while Mjolnir was being impaled, where was I in relation to...
I think you're right next to Brody. Like, y'all are walking down the street together before the Krampus was put through a building.
Okay. I guess I'll take a swing at this armored mystery man.
The big one, or Ornstein, or the one that the Krampus is not
Ornstein.
dealing with? Ornstein. All right, you rush forward and swing at him.
I keep thinking you're saying Weinstein. I'm sorry.
Ornstein, not Weinstein.
Weinstein.
Ornstein is an honorable knight, not a pedophile.
Yes. Is he a pedophile or is he just a...
Oh, he's he was totally a diddler.
A bit of everything.
Brova, you rolled an 11. See, Scott, this is how you roll dice.
I want to do it that way.
But he gains experience, which is something I dreadfully need.
I need that right now, so even though they're shitty rolls, they're helping me in the long run.
Are you going to avoid all damage, or are you going to deal extra damage? Brova.
I will, you know what? I will avoid the damage. Just
Excellent.
do a straight 3.
As you swing your hammer, axe, what weapon are you using? Or are you just bitch slapping him with your glove?
Warhammer.
Warhammer. Excellent. As you bring your warhammer into him, you feel like the crunch of the armor against his skin, and he grunts as he topples forward and tries to drop Mjolnir onto you from his spike, and he staggers slightly, and Mjolnir falls to the side in a different direction. He was unable to hold up the weight of the donkey.
The donkey.
Donkey.
Krampus, how we doing? You've been put through a building.
Again.
Oh, I'm just going to get back up and crawl my way back through where I got sent through.
Okay. You don't want to try to summon your weapon again?
I'm going to try to summon my weapon as I do that.
All right. Are you crawling, or are you dashing into combat?
I'm dashing into combat, baby.
All right, you are parkouring through a broken building.
Yeah.
As you run through this building, you run past a family of gnomes eating dinner, and you can see on their TV screen a shot of you in their dining room running by. And they're like, "Oh, we're on TV!"
I stop and just
Drop the
and then I
pizza.
keep going.
Go ahead and roll Divine Weapon to summon. Excellent. What
There you go.
is the weapon of choice for fighting Snorlax and Pikachu?
So I get to choose. We'll go with the trusty flaming sword.
An oldie, a goodie, a classic.
A classic.
As you pop out of the hole that Smaug put you through, he stands there, both hands on his hammer to his side, and he raises it up, and tries to bring it down on you. What do you do?
I guess I'll defy danger to dodge out of the way and then hack and slash at him.
All right. Go ahead and roll Defy Danger with Dexterity to jump out of the way.
I don't think that'll actually help me. No,
I
it's
mean,
gonna be
you
a
could just
flat
run
roll.
in and attack him if you want. The best defense,
Is a good offense. So we'll hack and slash. Yeah,
mitigate damage by killing him first.
yeah. What do I roll for hack and slash? It's defaulting to int.
That doesn't
Is it
sound
supposed
right.
to? Is it supposed to default to your
I think to
your like
string.
what? Okay.
I have papers that tell me how things work.
Yeah, I couldn't remember if it was all the rolls generally go to whatever your major stat is, or
When you
what?
attack an enemy in melee, roll Strength.
Okay. Because this is a completely new character sheet, so
So we got some
12.
kinks to work out. See, that's how you roll dice.
so I do 3 flaming. Well, all of these descriptions are from Monster of the Week because
Sure,
it says 3 harm, hand, fire, holy.
Yeah,
Well,
this is a combination of metal and fire
Yeah,
and holiness.
maybe not holy, maybe divine because it's
Yeah, divine, I think. It's like divine fire.
yeah.
Either way, you bring your do you deal extra damage or do you avoid all damage because you rolled a 10 plus?
I'm just going off hack and slash, and it just says deal your damage to the enemy and avoid their attack.
So for hack and slash, on a 10 plus, you deal your damage to the enemy.
Oh God, mystery boy.
And avoid their attack, or you can deal an extra 1d6 damage instead of avoiding damage.
Let's go for the gusto.
You want to do extra damage?
Yeah.
Excellent. Go ahead and roll that
So
extra
an
1d6. Okay,
So 5 fire damage total.
5 fire damage total. You bring your weapon into him, cracking him right in the flabby metal gut of his armor. You used to do 5, so you clink off the armor, but you can feel the fire burning through it slightly. And he brings down his hammer on you and flattens you to the ground.
This sounds familiar.
I have done this fight today. I'm familiar with it.
You did it again?
I'm leveling another character because I have poor impulse control.
God damn, Sean. You're like on your 4th character.
What's wrong with that?
How much damage does he do? He does 3 damage to you,
Okay.
and you are prone to the ground.
All right.
I don't care who goes next.
Wait, aren't I supposed to roll for damage on hack and slash, or is it?
I thought you did.
I didn't. I just went off the details, which was 3 harm.
Oh,
but
what's what did we say your dice or your damage dice was?
damage dice
It's on
is
your
a
sheet.
D10.
So roll a d10 plus 2 from your d6.
Yeah, let's roll a D10. So 5 damage. All right,
Yeah, we did it.
it worked out.
Y'all figure out what you're gonna do next while I go grab my second beer. I believe in you. Taking off my headphones so you can
strategize.
Be sneaky.
What?
Oh, he's flattened me into the ground. What do you guys want to do? I have 8 health left. Every time Smaug hits me, it only does 1 damage. So
It's a
Promise.
weenie.
I'm a weenie. I'm gonna try to keep. Well, what else can my mule do that might be useful? Uh,
Does he have a magical mule kick?
can always try.
Command word, hoofing it.
Yeah, give him a command word.
when you work with your animal companion on something, it's trained in details. Was I supposed to train it in something?
It will. Let's assume. Don't tell Sean that it's not. Let's just assume it's already trained.
Oh no, it's trained to fight. So I was doing it right. He is savage. That's right. I made him to be like this bloodthirsty deer.
Yeah, just send him. Just send him at him.
Just have him keep running interference and shit.
Yes, that would be great. Just kind of a distraction.
Say, kick him in the head, Mjolnir.
Look him in the face like a child that gets too close to you at a petting zoo. Just
Y'all come up with a good plan, right?
Yes.
yes.
Does it involve running away?
No.
That would have been a good plan.
Who's the person on top of our Krampus?
Smaug.
Well, Mjolnir is going to get back up like the trooper that he is, and he's gonna tackle that motherfucker, and
Donkey punch him.
I'm gonna volley him.
Okay, so in the arena that is my mind, Mjolnir is going to have to run opposite of you because Smaug was behind you. So he's going to run away from Ornstein on your order. And Ornstein's going to see him running away.
Mhm.
And
Yep.
he's probably going to attack him in his butt.
Kick my ass in the ass. He's running interference for us.
All right. Well, as you call for Mjolnir to book it to Smaug to try to give Krampus some support, Ornstein pulls back his spear and goes to throw it at Mjolnir.
Okay.
Does anyone stop him, Brova?
Brova is chasing a butterfly. He can't. Oh, I'll
You're
do that.
distracted to say the least.
I ask because you're the only one that can? Because...
Let's see. So long as you stand in defense, when you or the thing you defend is attacked, you may spend, hold 1 or 1 to choose an option. Half the attack. Open up to an... So can I defend?
Absolutely.
I will defend.
How are you
My
going to defend?
shield. I'm
You're
going to
gonna-
use my shield.
You're going to throw yourself and shield in front of the spear.
Yes.
Okay, so, alright, as you do it, you have 1 hold. What do you want to do?
I will use my 1 hold to...
You're a child or a cat?
Child.
They sound like cats sometimes.
They do. Sorry.
Level my 2. I will half the attack's effect or damage.
Excellent. You butt the spear midair, knocking it off course, and it grazes Mjolnir's butt, only dealing 1 damage. And as soon as it hits the ground, it fizzles into electricity and reappears into his hand. All right, Mjolnir is charging at Smaug, having been defended by Brova. What is your command, Brody O'Connor?
Brody is going to, again, command it to fight with me, and it's going to add its ferocity to my damage.
Excellent.
And so
Charge
I'm
him
going to
down.
volley.
Excellent. Do it.
Oh,
That was a good hit.
so 6 damage. I hope to God that this is not going to get me killed.
As
Wouldn't that be something?
you plink your arrows, sending multiple arrows into the weak spots in his armor as he lifts his hammer, trying to block with it, but unable to do so. And then Mjolnir runs up and knocks him right in the gut with his donkey head. Is he a headbutting donkey?
My donkey punches.
We're on stream, Jeff.
I think he kind of like side tackles.
What's a donkey punch?
Yeah, Google
You
that.
don't want to know.
Oh, you know what? If I Google that, I want you to Google a term for me.
No.
Okay.
What's the term? Blue waffle.
Nope.
How
My
about
brother.
How about lemon party?
My
Oh.
brother turned
Meat.
my homepage.
Then
Yeah.
We're on stream.
I know. Well, we're past the first 30 seconds, so you won't get struck for these.
Don't worry, you'll still get ads.
I get all 0 ads that I get. All the monetization I don't get. Because I get one viewer and it's usually me.
I view it too.
I appreciate your viewage.
What
Yeah.
happened?
This is sponsored by Justin, my other viewer.
Yeah, see, I'm
0.01 cent.
gonna put a monkey, and then I'm gonna put a dabbing man in the chat.
Excellent. So, how does Mjolnir attack? Is he a headbutter, a kicker?
I think he flops. So like he
Just throws
runs,
his
and then he
body.
kind of just he's armored. He's an armored mule, so he's just kind of like tackles.
Can we say that he ass blasts him?
No.
That's
an ass blast.
different. Like, I'm picturing him like running, turning to the side, and just sending himself back first.
Pretty much. That's how I picture Pokemon battles.
Excellent. And he goes flying at Smaug, dealing that extra damage. Smaug takes notice of Mjolnir and gets ready to batters up him into a building. What do you do? What does anyone do?
If he successfully kills someone, can we say that he ass blasted them?
Is he distracted from me?
He is trying to hurt Mjolnir. So yes.
All right. I'm going to strike again.
You are prone on the ground. Are you trying to shank his ankle?
I'm going to stab upwards into his butthole.
Okay.
Plan.
Roll hack and slash.
That's the Achilles tendon right there. Is the in his armor. It's
Wait, don't roll. Because he's distracted. You don't have to roll hack and slash on a distracted foe like that. Roll damage.
Excellent.
When I say he's distracted, that should be a thing that matters.
9.
Excellent.
He was
Holy
extra
bejesus.
distracted.
The
This is-
sword goes all
Now,
the way in.
now you know how I feel when D has now punched 2 ancient dragons in the butthole to death.
So the difference between D&D, which is a more serious fantasy game, and the Time War, which is just fucking bonkers all the time, means that I'm okay with this. He got what was coming to him.
Right in the butthole.
As you skewer his asshole, do you pull out?
I'm a gentleman. Of course I do.
Okay. Quickly or slowly?
Jesus.
Is your sword barbed? I kind of picture it barbed like a Breath of the Wild flaming sword.
No, I was thinking of an Asheron's Call flaming sword, so it's not.
I haven't seen Asheron's, or I haven't played that.
You never will.
So
Fuck you,
exist
Warner
anymore.
Brothers games. Fuck you.
as you skewer him and pull out, he lets out a mighty whimper. That hurt a lot.
Did I cauterize it?
I mean, there's no fluids leaking.
So that's a yes.
Maybe.
that subtle head shake from Justin
It's like,
made it.
Oh, sorry, I'm not holding on to my liquor as well as I thought I would, and so my tolerance for this is just like.
Smaug stands there, dizzy with pain, holding his hammer.
Then I do it again.
And this time you have to hack and slash. He's not distracted no more. And he makes sure that you know not to trifle with him as he looks at you and brings the hammer down onto the already existing crater and sends you to the sewers. Go ahead and take 3 more damage.
All right. I ain't dead yet.
And as you go through the sewers, or as you crash through the floor, the cobblestone streets and into the sewers, you see the crumbling above where he's standing. Mm-hmm. And suddenly, he's falling and he's in front of you in the sewers.
I guess that's a defy danger right there if I ever saw one.
I think it is. Roll defy danger to jump or to
What
crawl.
the fuck?
He butt slams you.
Oh my god.
3 more damage.
Womp, womp, womp.
Thunk.
How are you looking? You going to level up this session?
Oh, absolutely. I'm there.
Uh,
That is if I survive the session.
as Smaug falls into the sewer with the Krampus, Mjolnir is just looking over the edge, wondering, what should I do, boss? What should I do?
He's gonna follow the lead, and he's gonna engage and jump down the hole.
Oh
as I run
boy.
up.
So are you going to run up to the hole with it? Are you going to take the high ground from the street and send Mjolnir in to tackle him?
Yeah. So Mjolnir's gonna engage. He's gonna drop onto him. Oh shit! He's gonna land on him, and I can't shoot him. He's gonna watch my ass. I'm not gonna increase the damage. He's gonna be my point guard as I'm gonna keep volleying into the hole. So I'm not gonna add his attack to it.
Okay. What does it say for his point guard thing? What does that mean?
Oh no, he's just gonna. It's just a role play position. He's gonna kind of watch my ass. My ass is gonna watch my ass.
Okay. He's going to hang back and maybe protect you from Ornstein.
He's gonna warn me if someone's coming. That's about it.
All right. So as he takes up your flank with his flank, and you pop a couple shots off at
Is it a little bit of ass to ass?
go ahead, roll that damage. Jeez. As you plink a couple arrows, you see them sink into his neck. He falls to his knee with his hammer holding him up barely, and he lets out a guttural roar.
As he does that.
And suddenly, as if transported magically through a cutscene, Ornstein is by his side.
Fucking Christ.
Fucking. Is this a Romeo and Juliet thing where you got to kill him at the same time?
No, it's about to get so much worse.
Smaug collapses in a heap, and Ornstein lays his hand upon his fallen brethren, and you see Ornstein's spirit electrify, and his body dissipates, and Smaug grows in size.
Oh, wait,
With
do you have that
lightning-
back? Do we defeat Smaug or Ornstein?
You defeated Smaug.
Right. So Ornstein gets bigger, not
Yes,
Smaug.
that's what I said, right? Ornstein gets bigger as lightning arches off of him in all directions, and he yells out, "You will pay for this blaspheme, my fallen comrades."
Don't you mean transgression?
Yes.
They sprawled out on the ground.
Actually, it's transgression.
And as he grows in size, his head peaks the sewer,
Tart grew 3 sizes that day.
and the rest of him as well. And he takes his spear in 2 hands and tries to bring it down on the Krampus.
I guess that's a defy danger right there.
I mean, if you want to dodge out of the way, or you could try to shank him.
Good pup. New haunted kind.
How do you dodge? You're in the sewer. There's a little bit of water. You're like kind of in a little drainage area. It's cobblestone. It's slick.
I'm gonna try to power through with strength. How do I do that?
You tell me fictionally how you power through with strength.
So imagine you're in a sewer and you're down in the trenches of the sewer, and you've got your platforms on either side, and you've got the channel of water running through. It's always a shallow channel of water, and I'm kind of in that.
Right.
And with him coming down with the spear, I kick off the side of the channel and send myself up onto the flat platform on the other side.
That feels like dexterity. That feels like a deft maneuver to slide out of the way.
I guess you could argue that. I would argue strength since I'm pushing myself.
If you were powering through, I don't
It's
know
a
what
mighty
powering-
leap, though, right?
I don't know what powering through is.
Yeah, because I would assume what you're about to say, I can almost guess is going to be enduring, which is a con.
Yeah,
thing.
enduring, like if you tried to hold up your weapon and use it as a shield, I think that would be enduring.
Yeah, which is a con save.
Right. But like for powering through, like
I don't know what that would entail, to be honest.
let me Google that.
Consult the oracle.
Consulting the oracle.
Oracle.
The sage advice.
What are we doing? Defy danger.
Yeah.
Wish they had an example of like all the different stats.
Yeah.
Like here's the example of using con. I grit my teeth and dig my nails into the wall, climbing in one hand at a time.
Okay.
And then leaping aside like a leaf in the wind is defy danger with dex.
Yeah.
Which feels like what you're doing, like kicking off like that. Especially
Okay.
with the sliding.
Yeah.
Bro, we're gonna have to look up the strength thing because that's something. I'm sure that's obviously
that's
what
fair.
you want to do.
I'll take it because that's what I want to do.
So as you slide out from under, he stabs into the ground, catching your blade and pinning it to the ground as you slide away unarmed.
Okay.
Like
I
weapon wise and not like actual missing arms, right?
Yeah, he just has my weapon. So
He has your weapon.
Well, okay. So I guess we haven't really talked about that with the whole divine weapon thing. If I summon it, can I also dismiss the weapon? We didn't really kind of talk about
that. Makes sense.
It's permanently summoned.
But
Like-
obviously, I have
Like
to
you
reroll.
like when you sheath it, you don't sheath it. You just like
I will it away. So I would like to will it away at that point,
Excellent. Okay, that's
and
fine.
and then try to be like, "Wapow, bitch!"
And you're gonna resummon it straight to your hand.
Yes.
Do it.
No.
Don't do it. As you As you dismiss it and quickly resummon it into your hand, the lightning arches across the water, zapping you slightly, and it disrupts your chain of thought as you go to summon your weapon, and suddenly your flaming sword is in his hand.
Oh boy.
Oh no.
Go ahead and mark XP.
I did.
What a twist.
What a twist. All right, guys, your turn to act. So it's not all me.
Brova, what are you doing?
Rova is. Rova doesn't like the look of the giant man. He doesn't like it at all.
Oh, he's very pretty. His armor is beautiful.
Try to parlay with him.
Laughing at the random background noise. Biscuits.
So you,
Oh, on my end? Yeah.
you
yeah, I've
would
got-
like to parlay.
Pokuyo is playing. Everyone loves Pokuyo. I guess I could, how far away would you say I am from the giant man?
Not very far. Like, you could easily get to where he is and start attacking him, or getting up in his business if you wanted to.
Okay, I'm gonna aim for the Achilles tendon.
He is in the sewer, so, and you are above ground. You would
I'm
have.
gonna aim for the neck.
That's a more likely target for you.
Just kidding, the neck.
Go ahead and. All right. Yeah, you go in with your hammer, and his head is sticking up above, and you just golf tee his face or his neck. Are you gonna avoid all damage, or are you going to deal extra damage?
I'm gonna use the pointy end of my hammer too. It's not a warhammer strike with the hammer end. It's the war end.
You want to pierce his brain.
Yeah, I wanna hit that jugular.
All right.
I would like to inflict bleeding on him.
As you run up and swing your mount, are you dealing extra damage, or are you avoiding all damage?
Avoiding all damage.
All right. As you go in and swing your hammer at his neck, you could see it puncture and blood start to squirt out. And you deal 4 damage. And lightning arches up off of his head at you in your direction, but it sizzles before it gets to you.
I'd like to catch it with the warhammer. Can I do that?
You want to catch the lightning?
Yeah.
How? Tell me about this.
I'm gonna use it like a grounding rod.
So you're gonna like put your hammer forth to deflect it, or
Yeah.
what?
Yeah. Yeah. Think like Avatar. You know how they deflect the
Oh,
light.
you're gonna do an Agnikai, not Agnikai.
Yeah.
The
Oh, I don't remember what they call that move, but yeah, I'm doing that.
all right.
I thought that
I don't
was
think
Agnikai.
Agnikai
No,
is the
Agnikai was
is
the
the
battle
duel to the
itself.
death.
yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Agni Kai is a firebender duel. I don't think they gave it a name. I think it's just like channeling lightning, where he uses like the water bending like and channels it through.
They just call it badass. That's what they call it.
The Iroh special.
You run. As the lightning arches over you and almost misses you, you catch it with your hammer, flinging your hammer forth in an attempt to ricochet it back at Ornstein. Roll.
Yeah, that's it.
Defy danger with con, strength of will, endure, I think.
Where's Defy Danger?
It's in your main
Oh, there it
moves.
is. I see it.
I could, if someone has a better idea.
No,
Yeah.
that sounds good to
I'm
me.
totally happy with the way that turned out.
You fling the lightning back at him, and you can see it sink. The lightning arches back at him and sinks into that hole that you punctured, and you can see him shake slightly as he is electrocuted by his own lightning.
Bazap.
Bazinga.
I'm not going to tell you how much damage it did.
Zip zap zoobity bop.
Brody.
Mm-hmm.
Brovich just did something cool. Are you going to stand for this?
Kinda.
Kinda.
Let's
I'm
see.
ass blasting.
So both of them are in the hole right now, right?
The Krampus and Ornstein are.
And then the other one is still just outside of the
No,
hole.
the other one's dead.
Oh, that's right.
He was absorbed.
Devoured by his
That's
friend.
why I said it was about to get so much worse.
Can I discern realities?
Absolutely. What do you want to discern, and how do you want to discern it?
I want to look and see if there's a melee weapon that has been discarded in the nearby crowd that I can use to.
Nearby.
And-
So, when I say the crowd, when I say you hear the cheering and the clapping, you don't see a crowd. It's almost like it's coming over speakerphone or like speakers around that you can't see.
Okay. So there's no one around.
So Ornstein happens to be holding a lightning spear and a flaming sword. If you want to try to jack one of those,
But they're in his hands.
well, he's got two hands, so
What?
just take his sword or take a spear. You want a weapon? That's where I mean, you could steal Brova's hammer.
Yeah, just reach out and pluck it up, like, like a carrot right out of the ground. Just pluck it right out of his hands.
Damn it! I'm gonna. Brody's gonna, in his best anime protagonist voice, he's gonna be like, what's a good one-liner? The arrows of justice will defy the dangers that you oppose upon this tournament, and then I'm gonna shoot volley.
Justice. There is no justice here.
Just ice.
As he takes no damage.
Woo, experience!
Go ahead and mark XP. As you fire off the arrows, he casually slings the flaming blade, and the arrows just like sizzle into ash as they pass by.
Oh,
And as he does that, he points at you and then leaps into the air onto the street. Or, well, not onto the street. As he's flying through the air, he's coming down like a lightning bolt on you with his spear and the flaming sword coming down right at you. What do you do?
I would like to try to do something while he's doing this.
Well, currently...
I would like to... No, hear me out.
Okay.
I would like to dismiss the fire sword and try to resummon it into Brody's hands.
I mean, that sounds fucking cool to me.
that seems pretty fucking cool.
Go ahead and roll that forward. Again.
Righteous.
Here we go.
Nice.
Santa knows better and sends what he wants. So the flaming sword disappears. And into Brody's hands, I send...
The 5 demon bag.
eel.
Santa knows best. In Brody's hand appears a red sack. It's heavy, or it's light to the, like, it doesn't feel heavy, but you know that it is. There is something in there that is monstrously big. Or maybe there's many things that are monstrously big. You don't know. This is Santa's sack.
Probably a bag of weasels.
I'm gonna instantly know it. I'm gonna look down at the bag, peek open, see what's inside, and I'm gonna say, "Sacks to be you." And I open the bag facing him.
Sucks.
As you open the bag,
That's good.
it's as you open the bag, it's like a blur. As multiple candy cane darts all go flying out at once. This is
Santa's best.
this is a hack and slash where he's bringing down the spear, and you are candy cane darting him.
I'm bringing the spearmint.
You are yes. The candy cane. How much damage does this? This feels like it's Scott's damage die because it's his weapon. So go ahead and roll a d10.
You're asking me or him?
I'm asking Justin because he's using your weapon.
Okay. Nice.
That's a lot of damage. He does 6.
Oof.
How you doing, Brody? I don't want to kill another one off.
Well, luckily for you, this character has 9 + 1 armor.
He brings down the spear. Lightning arches out in all directions. You take 6 damage as he pounds into you, but you can see the candy cane darts puncturing his armor in multiple locations.
Am I just like Gatling gunning him with like this bag at this point?
That's exactly it. And as and then suddenly the bag, like you can feel the bag close itself because it doesn't want to be open anymore.
Is the thing still alive?
Ornstein, yes,
Yeah.
and he towers over you right now. He's very tall.
Jeff, now's your chance.
I'm gonna attack. And
What are you attacking?
the
Brody?
nothing, I guess.
I guess you're attacking Brody. Or
I didn't
Mjolnir.
say that. No.
You rolled a 6.
6 is just a straight miss. See?
No. 6 is whatever I want it to be.
You see, on Divine Weapon, I have a 6 as the text is, or the effect is, you're fucked.
6 is in all Powered by the Apocalypse games, which is the type of game Dungeon World did launch the week is. 6 or less is I get to take a hard move against you to make things
Worse.
interesting, whatever seems appropriate at the time.
Not good. Okay,
So,
fine.
You
Go to swing, and
so you swing your hammer. What were you aiming for?
probably the neck again. Just trying to widen
he is
that.
he is
hole I
above
already
ground
pictured.
now, and he is way taller than you.
Achilles tendon. Went for the tendon.
All right, you're going for his ankle or his Achilles tendon as you run as you slide in to try to swing at his the back of his leg. He bats your weapon away with the spear, sending your hammer flying through a window, and it is gone.
I'm gonna go get it.
You're gonna turn your back to him and run and go get it.
As soon as he's distracted again, I'm gonna defend for now. I'm gonna hold up my shield in a defensive posture, like And then as soon as the chance presents itself, I'm gonna run after that weapon. It's my signature weapon. I need it.
Oh, I didn't realize it was your signature weapon. Excellent.
Yeah, it's not just some hammer that I found, laying around. This is like my heirloom. Grandma gave it to me.
All right. So he bats it away, and you hold up you've got your shield as a defensive weapon, and you're holding it up, looking for your opportunity. What do you do, Brody? You're in the thick of it, in melee range, with Santa's bag o' presents.
Would you say that? Oh, that is not what I wanted to click, but I was going to look into it.
I'm not worried
Is he surprised?
I mean, he's unhappy that the candy canes are sticking out of his armor.
Yeah, he's not surprised, so that's not going to do anything. I'm gonna just switch back to my bow, and I'm just gonna try to Hail Mary one last shot before I meet Mary in heaven.
You are right. Like, this is a point blank arrow.
Yeah.
Does volley say when you're at a range?
That's generally what volley means.
When you take aim and shoot at an enemy target.
Okay.
What?
I have to warn you because you are low on health, and if you do a volley on him, we are going to treat it the same way as hack and slash, where
Yeah.
if you roll a 6 or a 7 to 9, he's also going to hit you. And if you roll a 10 to 12, you can deal extra damage or you can avoid all damage.
I'm gonna tactically retreat into the hole.
Okay. Like
So,
I'm kind of picturing like a Batman fall backwards, or like when Peter Quill falls to the teleporter or the teleporter hole in Infinity War, and he's flipping the bird.
yeah, I want to do a sweet backflip into it
You
using
fall.
my ranger acrobatics.
I don't think you have to roll for falling in a hole deftly. So you fall into the
Good.
hole, leaving Mjolnir up there to fend for himself.
He'll be fine. I think he's like the second Mjolnir technically.
And Ornstein, frustrated that one of his quarry has left, takes his lightning spear, and he either attacks Mjolnir or he attacks Brova.
Wouldn't attack Brova.
He attacks Mjolnir.
The ass.
He goes for the ass. Brova, are you going to defend him?
I
Of course.
can't. I'm currently falling.
No, Brova.
I almost said that earlier. I almost said, but my name's Brova.
Brova.
All right, I'm gonna try.
Sorry, Gary.
Sorry.
Go ahead and roll defend. Go ahead and mark XP. You throw your arm out to try to block this hit, but Ornstein, with his both hands on a spear, brings down this lightning spear onto Mjolnir, dealing 6 damage, sending lightning flying everywhere. How much health does Mjolnir have?
Doesn't have a stat block for health. It has everything else, but it
Hundreds.
doesn't.
How much
I
health? How much health do you have?
9.
Let's call it 9. He has 9 health.
Okay.
Is he dead?
No, he hasn't taken damage yet, so he'd be at.
I thought he did
3.
take damage. He got javelined at the very beginning, didn't he?
Oh, he had armor though.
Oh,
has 1 armor.
His armor reduced it to nothing?
No, he has 1. So I'm saying, well, yeah, that would still kill him.
He's taken 2, and he'll take 6, so that'll be 8.
Okay.
So he's got
Then
1
yeah,
health.
no, he's got 1 health left.
And you can see the spear lancing electricity all over the armored mule.
Hearing the sounds of an electrified mule.
Yep, and you could smell like the charred meat coming off of him.
Savory,
Tasty.
yet a little gamey.
Yum yum yum.
That's
Uh,
awful.
Gobble gobble, Grant.
With that miss, Brova, he appears to be distracted now. Do you want to jump through a window to get your hammer, leaving the mule to die?
Leave the mule to die. Gotta go get that hammer. I'm useless without it.
You can leave out the second part of that. No, I'm kidding.
It's just straight up useless.
As you dive into the
Very
window of the nearby building, you see your hammer embedded in a wall.
I'm gonna run up and grab it with one hand and dislodge it.
Excellent. You do that. And while you're dealing with this, Mjolnir, Ornstein, brings up his spear And he looks like he's going to bring it down on Mjolnir again.
Volley.
Excellent. Do it. Well,
Yeah.
you got to pick one of those.
I'm gonna take several shots, reducing my ammo by 1.
Excellent. You let loose that volley. How much damage does it do? Is I'm assuming Mjolnir is helping out.
Yeah. Last standing that shit. That's 4 damage.
That is not enough to kill him. Pencil lead keeps breaking. This is annoying.
Hurry up and
Yeah,
die.
get a fountain pen, man.
I write with a pencil because I like to erase and scribble and
Or I do that too. I just ink the stuff that's not getting changed.
like. I really should just not buy off-brand mechanical pencils.
You
Don't.
should get one of those forever pencils that doesn't use lead.
What does it use?
It's like I don't remember.
I'll Google this.
It
later.
looks like a gimmicky kind of thing to me. Like it uses the pressure, and it's made out of like metal or something, so it leaves like a tiny little bit of the metal in the depression, but you have to like bear down hard. I don't know. It's some gimmicky nonsense.
Everlasting pencil, cedarwood.
It's well, generally it's a bad idea to bear down while you're writing because that just hurts your hand over time.
Don't care about that.
You don't give a shit about anything, do you, Jeff?
No, I said they don't. The
Oh.
creators of the Forever Pencil.
This thing is
Don't care if it causes
$40.
arthritis. It's a real thing. I wasn't kidding.
It is.
No,
and it's
yeah.
$40.
Hey man, my fountain pen only cost 20. It was 1950, and then the ink cartridges were only $2 for 12.
My Target brand mechanical pencils cost $2 for 10 of them.
Ballpoint pens are bullshit.
Listen, all right. I wasn't trying to create a tangent. I was just saying you should get a Forever Pencil.
Too late. What have you
Tangent
done,
created.
Jeff? You have done it
Derailed the
now.
campaign. We're going to spend the rest of the next 15 minutes talking about mechanical pencils. Those arrows strike clear into him, but lightning still arches off his eyes as he is angry. And he goes to bring down the spear again on Mjolnir. Is he going to kill him? Somebody stop him.
Kill.
Shit. All right. So, Krampus, seeing this happening, is going to say the command word to make the bag open again in Brody's hands.
He's got his bow right now out.
Oh,
So-
does he? You drop the bag? You're muted. You're muted.
Shit. The bag is by Mjolnir, like on the ground, just vertically. Like it's been left open. So if it does open, it would probably just like
Burst forth.
Burst forth.
I mean, do it.
I do it.
You do the
Do it.
thing. This
He
feels
did
like
it.
this feels like volley because
Yeah.
because you're
I would
not
agree
in
with that.
range.
Correct.
But I think you can roll volley with strength because
Why
that's
is
where
vo-
the power of this weapon comes from.
Is volley a class specific move because it is not in my list?
It is whenever you attack at range.
it's in the second column.
I
above
don't
defy
have it.
danger.
Don't have it. I'll add it in real quick though. What do I roll with on volley?
You're gonna roll strength because that is
Strength.
how Santa's weapons work.
Sure. Call it.
Like you're
Volley.
rolling. But yeah, roll plus strength, and we can figure out what it means.
Well, okay. So
We have
is
enough
that-
of Brody's
Sure.
variations on volley happening. Excellent. Go ahead and roll. Go ahead and roll. I mean, go ahead and add XP. I congratulate you on probably leveling up this session.
Well, I think I've rolled like 5 or 6 4s this session.
As the bag opens up, but Mjolnir has shifted position slightly in the
Oh no.
in the wake of getting slashed and stabbed at, and candy cane darts rupture through him into the sky.
Yep.
If you can't kill me, you kill everything I love, Sean. I swear, you will not let me have anything.
I don't want to kill everything you love,
No,
but
you are the master of everything in this game.
I
you
am
have
just
the choice.
I am just imagining the mule stumbling over the bag just in the midst of battle, and the bag opens up, and then just this overview of just kind of just in the it zooms out, and then it plays that one like
Ave Maria.
yeah, and and then you just see the spears just starting to pierce through Mjolnir, and he's just like
I just
it just gets riddled with candy cane spears.
I just see, like, in anime and stuff, when they have like the dramatic thing where like it's a red background with silhouettes, and it shows him like standing on top of it, the bag opens, and then it's like a side view, and you just all of a sudden just hear and like blood shooting out of it.
Yeah.
The splurting noise that it makes when like a blade pierces something in anime.
And thus lived Mjolnir. And died Mjolnir.
Pride.
Actually, do you want to roll? We can do that thing where he goes and sees death. Do you want to do that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Give him a chance to play blackjack for his soul.
Roll last.
Yeah.
Mjolnir gets to roll last breath. Death will come to offer you a bargain. Take it and stabilize, or refuse.
Can you lay out the scene for me?
Suddenly, everything goes dark for Mjolnir.
Okay.
His intestines are everywhere, but he doesn't feel it. Everything feels lighter, and he's sitting there at this big archway, black stone archway, and
Are there
he
oats?
feels lighter. Sorry, what?
Are there oats?
Oats. There's not.
Oh, okay.
This is not heaven.
In limbo.
And he feels lighter, and as he glances over his shoulder, he's not wearing his armor. He's naked. Naked as the day he was born.
Mm-hmm.
And standing before him is a tall, shadowy figure in a black cloth and a scythe.
Is it also of equestrian descent?
No, it is a man.
Oh.
I know, missed opportunity. He cocks his head to the side, as if confused by your presence. And
Where am I?
Why are you here?
I have died protecting the one man who treated me with more respect and kindness than any other of my kin.
That is worthy of a hero's death. I do not get many of your breed through my doors. They usually circle back.
May I return the favor one last time?
I think you can go back and protect this man who's so important to you. There's a price.
Anything. I have nothing else to live for than to protect my master.
And honest to God, I don't know what the price should be for Mjolnir to go back.
It's up to you, man.
Death scratches his neck, or he scratches his chin. Like, his skeletal fingers reach into his cloak, and it looks like he's scratching at his chin. He's confused. He's interested. He's very curious about this situation. He says, next time you die,
Your master comes with.
that would be a dick move.
It's the right call.
I can no longer wear armor would be a good one. Make him weaker.
I don't want him to be weaker. I want Mjolnir to grow in strength.
Grow. Grow for father.
He lays a hand on Mjolnir's head, giving him a nice pat. He says, "Go forth, save your master. When you come back, you will be my steed into whatever
Radical.
comes forth."
Radical.
And as he pats Mjolnir on the head, you feel tingly.
I'm so glad I didn't like. My first instinct when you said pat him on the ass was to make like an anime like.
He's not patting him on the ass. He's patting him on the head like a puppy. And as you feel tingly in your eyes, and as Mjolnir wakes from death, you can see the lightning arching off his eyes.
You Say Run playing in the background as he
Yes.
gets back up.
So the bargain here is, when he dies, he becomes Death's steed.
I think that's kind of a win-win.
It's donkey steed.
That means next time he dies, he will be your foe.
Yeah. So next session, okay.
Yeah, probably. But it appears he has lightning powers now, because that's fucking fun.
Right. He's gonna wake up and he's going to like charge in, and I'm gonna take the opportunity to volley one last time.
Mjolnir stands, and the hole that was once in his gut is gone, as the ground is littered with candy canes from the sky. It's like raining candy all of a sudden. And also donkey.
Well, parts of donkey.
So it is raining donkey. As Mjolnir charges in at Ornstein, and a volley is let loose.
Yep. Might help if I rolled.
And I will say Mjolnir is doing extra damage. He's like supercharged right now.
Powered
Other
up.
shot.
Go ahead and roll the damage. Oh, I love it. You let loose. I'm gonna take away something. I'm gonna take this away from Brody. As Brody lets loose a couple of arrows.
Yeah.
Like I'm picturing fucking Dragon Ball Super, and Brody is like Android 17 firing off the shots, and Mjolnir is basically Goku and Frieza at the same fucking time. He charges in, lightning shooting in all directions, and he hammers into Ornstein right in the chest, sending him and the knight through a building. And as Mjolnir steps back, he sees that the entire gut, the entire front of Ornstein's armor is crushed in, and Ornstein coughs up blood, and he says, "Killed by a worthy foe. No dishonor in that." And then nothing as the light fades from his eyes.
In like a blood-curdling like donkey hee-haw, he like releases lightning into the air from his mouth, like he's, ah!
Oh, I love it.
I turned to Flanagan, or it's Flanagan or Davriel, and I turned to him like, "What the hell's happening up there?" I can't see shit.
Oh, because y'all are still in the sewer. That's excellent. Did we lose Scott?
I'm here.
No. Okay.
Do you not see me?
He was bantering at you and you didn't respond.
Oh, I thought he was talking to Brody. Or not Brody, but Brova. Brody, Brova. We won.
All right. Hold out my hand for a high five. Like hand, just like.
And you hear the crowd starts cheering ridiculously loud out of nowhere. And like as you climb out of the sewers, you can see TVs through the walls that have been destroyed, people watching them, and you see yourself on the screen. And you see like a body count banner at the top where it says, on the left side it says 4, and on the right side it says 0 with a line through it.
You just hear that horn. Arr! No. Not an air horn.
Oh.
You actually hear a marching of vuvuzelas.
That's even worse.
Of course gnomes would have vuvuzelas.
Of course it's canon. It's like a sound cannon.
I'm just gonna kind of go over to Mjolnir, and I said, "You've earned oats tonight." And then I'm gonna head towards I'm gonna actually help everybody else get up, and then head towards the tunnel.
The tunnel? What tunnel?
Wait, we're in an arena, right?
No, you were in the streets.
We were in
Oh.
the streets, man.
This whole fight took place in Uptown.
Oh God. Okay. Yep. Tipsy. Fuck. All right. Yeah. I'm just gonna like enter a random building. Like, and my work here is done. I just enter someone's house.
As you walk into a random building, it happens to be an inn. Who would have thunk it?
Look at that.
Oh.
And as you walk in, everyone stands up and cheers because there's multiple big screens of the fight going on. And they saw you coming into the inn, and then they see you enter the inn, and they're very excited to see the winners of the match in the inn.
I'm gonna wave, and then I'm gonna do that thing from Spaceballs where they're like trying to like look at the camera and look back.
And every time you try to see it, but it's not there. At like one point, you like look right at where it should be, and you could see it, or like Davro can see it, or sorry, Flanagan can see you looking right at the camera, but you can't see the camera. Magical videography is crazy, man. The gnomes have powerful magics.
And TVs.
Yeah,
Do they have flat screens or tube TVs?
flat screens. Santa had a tube screen.
He likes it a little. He's into the whole retro thing.
He'd be the kind of guy that would have Laserdisc.
In Betamax.
You should ask him next time you see him.
Apparently, the Laserdisc version of Raiders of the Lost Ark is like the definitive version.
Who would have
All
thunk
right.
it?
Are we done? Or is that session end? Walking into the end?
You're at an inn now. Do you want to rest?
Yes.
Oh God, yes.
All right, you rest. You're at the inn. You do that thing. Let's do questions.
Excellent.
Did anyone fulfill their bond or not a bond or their bond or their alignment? Have we come up with bonds or alignments for Krampus?
We had the alignment as chaotic, and I still had the alignment from the Elemental Knight, which was use your moves in a way that embraces wild and primal nature. I think I fulfilled that.
I think so.
All my bonds revolve around nature and guiding and respect, which there's no way in hell that should happen. So no, but I did fulfill my lawful good. Endanger yourself to combat an unnatural threat.
Was Ornstein unnatural?
He just consumed another being.
That's
You know,
fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
You know what we didn't actually discuss about the Krampus move sheet is bonds.
You're right. We didn't.
So I'll take the big goose egg on this session for it.
We'll
You
figure
picked
it
up
out
some stuff
before
on
the
it.
next one.
Yeah.
Did we learn something new and important about the world?
Well, we already knew that the tournament kind of happens wherever, and everybody can see it. So that wasn't new. We now know that Dark Souls is
Canon.
crosses over with Dungeon World.
Only when convenient.
Yeah. I don't think we learned anything new and important, to be quite honest.
Not without fudging a lot of shit.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. This is
Can I argue in y'all's favor?
sure.
Sure.
Flanagan can summon weapons into other people's hands?
Oh yeah, that is a good point.
Okay.
That speaks to, like... I don't know if that's new and important about the world, but it's new and important about one of the party members.
Yeah.
And, like, that's interesting to me. Like, I hadn't considered that, but I think it's really fucking cool that you can be like, someone else needs a weapon. Bam, they got it.
I think that in the first time in human history, someone has uttered the sentence, Santa Claus bag opens up to shoot a bunch of candy canes through a magical
You know what?
mule.
I will bet you. Well, okay, to a magical mule, maybe.
Yeah. Or at least like top 10.
Top 10.
Maybe 1 in 10 times in all of history has that ever been uttered.
Socrates was probably like
Said that shit. Confucius said it.
Confucius
I
say.
stole it from him.
Back when he was stringing together just random words to try and come up with cool quotes, he probably said that.
And did we overcome a notable monster or enemy?
I would say yes.
2 notable monsters or enemies.
So how many? So we get the 2 for that, plus
You get 1
1
XP.
for alignment.
Well, you
Well,
get,
I'm saying 2 total, and then 1 for alignment and 1 for any bonds.
yes. And then did you loot any memorable treasure? Which I don't think you did.
Mm-mm.
Nope.
So we got the 1. So we got the 1 for enemies. So what? I forget. What is the level up requirement?
7+ your level.
Okay, eye level.
Excellent. What do you pick?
I think I will go with.
We have so many neat options.
I know. I think I will take Interrogator.
What does that one do?
When you parlay using threats of violence as leverage, you may roll strength instead of charisma.
Excellent. I love it.
So I will add that.
Does anyone else level up?
I do.
Excellent. What are you picking?
Blot out the sun. When you volley, you may spend extra ammo before rolling. For each ammo point spent, you may choose an extra target and deal damage to that target.
That sounds fucking awesome.
Legit.
What about you, Jeff? I don't think you failed any rolls, did you?
I failed 2 rolls, but that's not enough to level me up. Level
Gotcha.
2, I've got 6 points.
You're very close then. 3 more and you'll be there, I think. 2 more?
It'll
3
push
more?
me over the edge. Yeah. 3 more.
Alright. Well, that's all I got, guys. Next time on Dragon Ball Z, hopefully you figure out what you were actually on your way to do and do it.
Yeah.
Because I don't
What
remember.
were we doing? Rova just blacked out and woke up in the middle of a battle.
I had too hard of a drink. I was useless when it came to like quick decisions. I'm sorry. I hindered myself.
I hinder myself every night we play.
So-
on purpose.
So for the interrogator role, for the interrogator thing, it says when you use threats of violence as when you parlay using threats of violence as leverage, roll strength instead of charisma. For the 7 to 9 at a cost, how about this? I put in you intimidate them, but you don't get all of the info you're looking for.
Mhm.
And then a miss 6- says, "Oh boy, here we go."
I can see on a 7 and 9 they give you some things, but they give you some things that are false, It's up to you to decide which ones
Yeah.
are true and
Yeah,
which ones are
I like
false.
that. Kind of like you've interrogated them, but you've also scared them enough that they're like they're unconsciously not telling the truth. You
Right.
know,
Like they're
kind of
telling
just
you
like
anything to get you to leave them alone.
yeah.
Paralyzed with fear.
And then on a 6, you know, a miss, it could be, you know, like they tell you something, but you know, you got to believe them or something. I don't know. We'll cross that bridge when we get there.
Just wait until you roll a 6 on that. I can't wait. I'll think of
Well,
something.
if anything like tonight, it'll be very soon.
God, the rolls were fucking awful.
For me, they were.
Like
I hit like 3 12s tonight.
I rolled almost a dozen times, and I only passed 2 of them. All of them were 4. All of them were 4s, except for 2 12s I got. I think I got an 8 on one, but they were mostly 4s, just straight 4s.
Yikes.
I don't mean to kill all of your characters, Justin. I really don't.
You know, you made Mjolnir more of a character now than he was previously, and apparently he sounds like a philosopher.
He's got a voice. I don't know if he has a voice when he's only when he's talking to Death.
No, only when he talks to Death. He's a normal donkey outside of that, but he still thinks and breathes. But just think, every time he makes an action inside, he's like monologuing. He's just like, "The dark winds of this night has brought forth a terror upon which you have never seen before." Ooh, oats.
Excellent.
Ooh, piece of oats.
It's like a character you think is like a stupid cat the whole time, and then they talk and they're just like, "You dare cross my path?"
Oh, it's like Gunther from Adventure Time.
Haven't watched Adventure Time.
Well, I haven't seen it in a long time, so.
Well, long story short, Gunther is actually some sort of, he's like a penguin that follows the Ice King around. He's some sort of like primordial
Even.
like great power that got turned into a penguin. Yeah.
Are we gonna discover that Mjolnir is some ancient something?
Well, he's
the
going to become the
Thunder
steed of death. That already is kind of kick ass.
It's got lightning powers now too, right?
He has taken on his namesake.
Thunder ass.
I think I've finally done more than Brody ever did in this world.
Brody was limiting Mjolnir's potential.
Yet he had the utmost respect.
Well, it's probably what was holding him back. He thought of him less as an ally and more of like a. Actually,
Anime companion, cute anime character like Happy, or guy from the pig from Seven Deadly Sins, or Manta from Shaman King, or Yamcha, or Krillin,
There's nothing good
or
about
Gohan.
Yamcha.
You mean Happy the show Happy?
No, Fairy Tale, the cat Happy.
Oh. Have you seen the show Happy?
I have not. Does it make you happy?
Well, it makes some people happy.
That's good.
It's got the Law and Order guy, and his daughter's imaginary friend is a flying unicorn. It's like CGI, and he's like a hard-hitting, heavy-drinking, like degenerate piece of shit.
Oh, for some reason my mind gets that show confused with Death to Smoochie.
Yeah, I get strong Death to Smoochie vibes from